Yet another night where violence is about to take an inverted turn into complete and utter madness and chaos. Ladies and gentlemen, Season 2 Warzone Episode 7 is right here in San Antonio, Texas, and things could never get more violent than what we have in store for you tonight. And we are kicking things off with a tag team matchup, and look who it is!
The team of Marcelo Santos,
Luna Hermosa and Marcelo Santos, the Huntress. We haven't seen these two in quite a number of months, and what a better time for these two to make a comeback. Tag team division is flaring up, and now it seems that these two are going to stoke the flame. Oh no! You gotta be kidding me! They are here! The Birds of Prey! Ashley Crow and Robin Blackstar back too! Look out, tag team division!
and their opponents, Ashley Crow, Robin Blackstar, the Birds of Prey.
We're not even 5 minutes into this show, and it already seems like a callback episode. The Birds of Prey have entered themselves back into the Women's Tag Team Division. Ashley Crow and Robin Blackstar, undoubtedly a very random tag team union. But apparently things have worked out for them over the course of the couple of years that they've been together. The Birds of Prey now dipping their toes into the tag team scene once again. The Huntress are back, the Birds of Prey are back, and they are opening episode 7. As always, I am the voice of VRW commentary. I am Quantissimo, calling this callback match with the two teams who haven't been in VRW for quite some time. The Huntress and the Birds of Prey. Ashley Crow with the white hair, Marcelo Santos starting things off in this matchup. And like it's been for the past couple of weeks, the tag team divisions have been going into a whole new drive. And so much attention is being put on the tag team scene right now. And what more of a reason to pay attention to tag team wrestling than the return of these two teams here tonight. The Huntress and the Birds of Prey, undoubtedly underrated tag teams, are about to see if that really is the case for the Huntress, and the Birds of Prey and Crow take it. Santos to the outside, all fired up, and a return. The dynamic of Ashley Crow and Robin Blackstar, completely unorthodox, but it has worked out for them in the past. Marcela Santos and Luna Hermosa, who started off with each other as bitter rivals, then turned into tag team partners. And they have their Latina flair that brings a whole lot of physical contact to their arsenal. As the rest count continues to climb higher and higher, we are at 7 right now. Santos and Crow brawling on the outside. Santos now back inside the ring along with Crow. It's been such a long time since we've seen either of these two teams, and a tag was made to Robin Blackstar. Now holding a heavy elbow to the lower back of Marcela Santos and Robin Blackstar. The destroyer of the Women's Division. Look at that senton splash. Robin Blackstar is not a woman you want to ever cross here. And a camel clutch pulling back on the head and neck, and Santos able to fight and escape. Give yourself some credit, Marcela Santos, if you even can. Trying to survive against Robin Blackstar. Heavy Uranagi takedown slam, and now another senton. How do you even game plan against an opponent such as Robin Blackstar? Her power, and not even trying to mention her lucid kiss that will sure to beat to put you on the ground like that power bomb. And this is classic Robin Blackstar with a chokeslam powerbomb delivered to Marcela Santos. How can you even function? How can you even find a way to take down the destroyer that is Robin Blackstar? Was back alongside Ashley Crow here. Crow, all he has to do is watch destruction unfold right now. Robin Blackstar again with a submission. Luna trying to coach Santos back into the matchup if she even can. And now just being shoved down as a power. Robin Blackstar and Marcela Santos front headlock applied here. Try to manipulate Robin Blackstar as she can. Now stuck in the corner here, and a boot to the side of the face of Marcela Santos. Try to keep her in the corner of the Huntress right now. Heavy shot to the face. And Robin Blackstar again with the power on display. Santos desperately trying to make that tag, but she can't even do it. And Robin Blackstar calling for the ode to the end here with the lucid kiss. Welcome back, Birds of Prey, by Luna Hermosa, making the save, and there's a tag team prowess of the Birds of Prey. Eliminated the equation of Luna Hermosa and Robin Blackstar. Look at her go 2 for 2 with the lucid kiss, but Marcela Santos able to duck and counter. Now just being whipped into that turnbuckle. And Santos blasting back on a clothesline. A last gap of life if you could right now, but Santos being blasted back down with a clothesline belonging to Robin Blackstar. And big knee by Blackstar, and the assault just continues. The Birds of Prey on a warpath right now. Santos with nowhere to go, now stuck into the torture rack of Robin Blackstar. So far away from the partner, Santos with no choice but to tap out.
Here are your winners, the Birds of Prey.
The Birds of Prey are back in a war zone, shutting down the soapbox of the Huntress there, as you saw with the lucid kiss, almost taken Luna Hermosa's, Marcelo Santos' head off, and Luna Hermosa surely paid the price for breaking up the pin there. And if the Lucid Kiss didn't take out Santos, then this would. The excruciating force and the height and the pain of being trapped in that torture rack of Robert Blackstone is not a fate that I, even though I'm not a woman, want to be stuck in. The birds of prey are dreaming of championship gold. Robin Blackstone, former world champion. Could it happen in the future? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves quite the lineup here tonight. After weeks and weeks of demanding one-on-one matches, Tom Doyle finally gets that one-on-one opportunity. He takes on the big man of American Terror, Benjamin Sawyer, one-on-one later tonight. And after a confrontation last week from having his interview interrupted by the likes of Dalton Thunder, Kyle Young, and Marcus Holloway, Melvin is picking a fight with Dalton Thunder. First time ever matchup here tonight in the Warzone.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first,
Coming to the ring by Ethan Wilder and Chase Collins, representing American style.
Last week, American Strong Style came to challenge the likes of the Warzone Tag Team Champions, the Charm City Kings. Despite not walking out the Tag Team Champions, they put on quite the front against the Tag Team Champions Michael Carter and Brandon Ace. Here tonight, Danny Wells steps inside the ring for a one-on-one competition. Purebred wrestlers known as American Strong Style looking to take on one half of the CSF Mafia.
and his opponent,
Coming to the ring by his brother Karan Cook, representing the CSF Mafia.
Last week it seemed to me that the CSF Mafia were back on quite the path going into the Warzone Tag Team Championship picture, overcoming a tag team frenzy match of unlikely proportions, and it was the CSF Mafia that took the fight against Tom Doyle and Tyson Sharp, and also Fun Time Chaos, who was also in the matchup. And here tonight, it seems that the brothers are in arms here tonight to take on American Strong Style. The first time ever matchup for both Byron Cook and Danny Wells here tonight. Matchup is now underway with the CSF Mafia possibly trying to gun for an opportunity at the Warzone Tag Team Championships. Danny Wells, however, trying to bring some success to the name of American Strong Style, and the double knees connecting by Byron Cook, knocking Wells down to the mat here. But Danny Wells, much like his tag team partners, Chase Collins and Evan Wilder, all three with collegiate and Olympic wrestling backgrounds. Danny Wells coming out with his own gold medal as well. An Olympian in the greatest fashion. Gonna show Byron Cook exactly what it means to wrestle, and what a catch into the German suplex by Cook. It was quite the bumpy ride for the start of 2022 for the CSF Mafia. Karan Cook losing the Warzone Soul Survivor Championship, all due to Byron Cook living off of the hype of that amazing death match between him and Mason Rex, and a kick out at one for Danny Wells. It was a downward spiral for the brotherhood of the CSF Mafia and the Cook family. After last week, it seems that they turned over a new leaf, and Karan and Byron are back on the same page right now. And Flyzan being dropped down by Danny Wells. Catching him out of the air here, and Danny Wells, along with American Strong Style, coming out of the Second City Dojo. All that training, all that time putting into their craft, and another cover right now by Danny Wells this time, and a kick out by Cook. Came into VRW with their strong style of purebred wrestling here, and a suplex into an armbar. Great transitioning by Danny Wells here. Uncle Plata now gonna bend back and hyperextend the right arm of Byron Cook, and a snap it back too. Joint manipulations on display by Danny Wells, with his own spinning style on purebred wrestling here. That technical background also being shown out, and a backbreaker by Cook. Byron having a little fun here, being a bit of a show off to his older brother, Karan Cook. Oh, trying to knock Wells off the apron. Didn't work out all too well. Hit a stiff right hand by Danny Wells. Not just the collegiate wrestling you have to work out for. Those, stiff punches of Danny Wells. Those two right and left hands that he can use so proficiently here. And a great suplex by Danny Wells. what Wells and the rest of American Strong Style provide for this tag team division is their unique, purebred wrestling style, their takedowns, their grapple holds into submissions. Something that hasn't been a part of VRW anatomy for a very long time. And that's something that is very well appreciated by American Strong Style and Byron Cook off of that rolling Death Valley driver, and now gonna lock himself in on the comeback train. Now gonna duck underneath that clothesline here, flies in with a big clothesline. And that one rocked Danny Wells. Wells trying to find his escape into this victory scene here for American Strong Style. And what a suplex by Cook! Byron Cook now looking to set this example for the CSF Mafia missions with the twisted kick. However, Danny Wells looking to capitalize here, going after the left arm, slamming the back of the head of Byron Cook on the mat here. And now Wells all the way from the top rope, picture perfect moonsault. And now Wells on the assault, setting a big example for Wells and Collins. Now into the cover, hook to the leg, shoulders are down, kick out at 2 for Byron Cook. Looking dead in the eyes of Karan right now, watching as his little brother has to compete with the pure technical style of Danny Wells right now. Once again going back after the left arm of Cook. Taking away a body part of your opponent takes away a chunk of their arsenal right now, and a camel clutch submission with the leg trap by Danny Wells right now, and Cook able to find the escape. Found the back door out of that submission. Now trying to go hand for hand. Looking for a mission no through driver here by Danny Wells. Byron Cook able to find the escape, draped into the top rope. And Danny Wells is finding all cylinders to keep Byron grounded here, and the crossface is in. That is a deep lock crossface by Danny Wells, trying to force a submission again, and Byron able to find the escape. Able to break the hold, and Byron Cook is still in this matchup here. Off the back elbow, and now a belly-to-belly suplex. That one sending shockwaves to the back of Danny Wells now. Going back inside the ring, turning Cook around here. Danny Wells off the small package right now. Small package, shoulders are down, all tied up here, and there's a fit. What?
Here's your winner, Danny Wells.
It was simple, but it got Danny Wells the victory over Byron Cook. Take a look at some of the action here from the style of Danny Wells off of that perfect moonsault. And Byron Cook, way too sure of himself, got himself slipping and costing him the victory. Danny Wells off the roll-up victory. A win is a win to the books of American Strong Style.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the undisputed Tom.
This has got to be make or break time for Tom Doyle. Weeks, if not months, of demanding one-on-one competition. He finally gets what he wants. But what a price a man's got to deal with the numbers game of America's strong style. What more does this man want? Just to throw himself into bitter chaos, or at least bring that sort of chaos to the offices of VRW management. Very obvious that this man does not play too well. Well, he's not going to play well with American Terror.
And his opponent,
Accompanied to the ring by Benjamin Earl, Darren Joy, and the VRW American Revolution Champion Mason Rex, representing American Terror, Sawyer.
Today marks number 213 days since Mason Rex and the rest of American Terror have been blessed with the American Revolution Championship. And their possession, American Terror has been thriving for success, thriving for more championship opportunities, wanting to become a now three-time tag team champions. That opportunity could soon be at their doorstep now that the Charm City Kings are basically handing out Warzone Tag Team Championship matches like candy on Halloween. But tonight, it's not about the American Revolution Championship. It is about fulfilling the goal of one man's ego, that being Tom Doyle, now that he has himself a one-on-one opportunity that he has been screaming for. Things are about to get physical here in the war zone. Pent-up rage and frustration from Tom Doyle here in this matchup now. Matches are underway, coming in with a clothesline here, having to deal with the size and power of Benjamin Sawyer. This is exactly what Tom Doyle asked for. Whatever happens to him in the long run, he deserved. Trying to take down the tree trunk stature of Benjamin Sawyer, already with the takedown. Benjamin locking in a single leg crab. This is exactly what Tom Doyle demanded from VRW management here. He made his bed, now he has to lie in it. But Tom Doyle is no slouch. However, he puts on somewhat meaningful feats here in VRW. Has yet to grab that brass ring that will propel him to the top of the roster. Man came close to becoming a #1 contender for the Warzone Championship. Lost and slipped through his fingers. And big slap by Tom Doyle here. Look out, already with a pile driver to Benjamin Sawyer. Looking like he's going to make every ounce of this moment matter here. Sawyer trying to run down Tom Doyle right now, trying to go for a suplex and a counter by Doyle in the neck breaker. And Tom Doyle having a battle against that size factor of Benjamin right now off that shoulder tackle, and now gonna keep the momentum in the wakes of American Terror. A big elbow brought on by Tom Doyle, now gonna try to utilize his strikes rather than his strength against Benjamin Sawyer. And Sawyer, all he has to do is manipulate all the power in his very being. For the first time ever in a long time here, Benjamin Sawyer all the way to the top rope and a superplex. Sawyer throwing caution to the wind. Not often that we see the man take to the top rope like that. And then now a weakened body of Tom Doyle into the cover and a kick out at one. This is exactly what he asked for here. Tom Doyle trying to find an escape from the figure four neck lock. Now both men back to a vertical base kick to the midsection, countered by Benjamin Sawyer, tossing in a corner. Ran into an elbow, however. Kick to the midsection again. Tom Doyle with some power of his own. Suplex powerbomb. And Tom Doyle Now with some distance between him and Benjamin. Sawyer running in with a hard knee in the jaw. Now wanting to put this matchup away. Looking for the California pile driver of Benjamin Sawyer. Able to find an escaping counter. Ran into a German suplex. And Tom Doyle now into the cover. Shoulders are down and a kick out by the big man of the McIntyre. And Tom Doyle is furious as ever right now. Trying to do absolutely whatever he can. Whipping Sawyer into that turnbuckle post. And now, oh look at this. The power. Right now for Tom Doyle. Military press and dropping Sawyer behind him. And now, a submission applied, ankle lock is applied. Tom Doyle trying to force Sawyer to tap out, but Sawyer, we're finding an escape here, ran into the dead ender. Sawyer now into the cover, shoulders are down and a shoulder came up for Tom Doyle. Almost making the quick work here. For Tom Doyle. Hey, Ref, what are you doing? Ref, get these two out of the ring. Guess there's no disqualification if you don't physically lay your hands on them. Move down the triple powerbomb from American Tears. This is legal, apparently. This is legal. The cover. Shoulders are down. Tom Doyle able to survive. Laying your hand on an opponent that you're not even involved in the matchup here. I guess the referee is going to let this thing slide here from the top roller elbow drop. Sawyer bringing a whole new arsenal into this matchup here. A flying heel kick. All the unorthodox method of Benjamin Sawyer into another cover. Hook to the leg. Shoulders are down. Kick out again by Tom Doyle. I never expected Sawyer to pull off some of this offense here. Try to go for the Uranagi Slam. And a dragon suplex by Tom Doyle. Tom with his feet planted in the mat here. Has Sawyer right where he wants him here. California pile driver. The cover by Tom Doyle. And Tom finally gets that one-on-one win.
Here's your winner, Tom Doyle.
Tom Doyle may not be completely satisfied. He much rather have been in a championship situation, but you gotta take baby steps up the ladder of success here in VRW. If you're someone like Tom Doyle, and Tom took a lot of pressure, took a lot of punishment from American Terror. But at the final moments of this matchup here, trying to go for a sit-out Uranagi Slam, Tom Doyle found an escape, found the way to put down the big man of American Terror, even able to lift him up and drop him down with the California pile driver. Giving him the 1, 2, 3, and we're looking from behind. The other two members of American Terror actually getting involved here. Laying out Tom Doyle, the bitter nature of American Terror. And now gonna put that cherry on top. For a second time in the night, Tom gets dropped with a triple powerbomb. And look at it's Donnie Danger. Pretty sure there's a saying, you reap what you sow. And Dalton has no one to blame for his shortcomings other than himself. Ladies and gentlemen, we still have a whole lot of action later on tonight. A first time ever matchup encounter in the Warzone. Dalton Thunder is gonna go one-on-one with the former VRW Warzone champion Melvin MacDonald, soon to take place here tonight. And much as it was mentioned earlier, Sammy Stone, with her power bestowed to her as the queen of the Warzone, has booked herself in the main event against Trish Riley, the VRW Gift of Valor champion. That is our main event. It's official tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first,
From Phoenix, Arizona, weighing in at 195 pounds, RJ Smith.
Well, RJ Smith have been going back and forth in the books with that man, Maxwell White, that flanks right behind him, going through all the tapes of his first handful of matches in 2022. Maxwell claims that he wants to make RJ Smith into a star, trying to get him into that championship caliber that he so desperately wants to be a part of. And now finally, after weeks and weeks of preparation, RJ finally has the tools for success. However, he has to use them properly to meet Maxwell's expectations.
and his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, Tyson Sharp.
And this is going to be quite the challenge for RJ Smith. Tyson Sharp, despite never being a champion VRW, the man has championship drive. He has been put in multiple situations where he's had to come through and bring about feats of passion, feats of strength and carnage, the likes of which has never been seen before from the likes of Tyson Sharp. And this is what RJ Smith has to contend with now that he's under the tutelage and training of Maxwell White. Got ourselves a plethora of first-time ever matchups here tonight in the Warzone here. Trying to take out the lower legs. I'm sorry, the lower knee. Oh, Tyson Sharp, and things didn't work out too well. And that time they shoved away. Now keep in mind of what Maxwell's instructions were. Not to be too flashy. In fact, try to take out the flashy part. Acting your own weight class. RJ Smith has the body of a heavyweight and has been using high-flying skills for quite some time here. And Maxwell believes that is the majority of his issue. And Maxwell right now getting in the face of Tyson Sharp, providing a momentary distraction. It absolutely does nothing for Tyson Sharp here. Trying to wrench away at the arm here. Kick to the midsection by Tyson Sharp. And now with the Luthez on top of RJ Smith. Tyson Sharp is powerful and he's deceivingly fast. And RJ, ooh, off the backhand chop, and now the combinations. Here we go. The strikes, the kicks, the knees. Oh! And now, ooh, another kick to the midsection by RJ. Try to manipulate some joints here. Tyson Sharp, and Tyson just way too powerful. Dropping him off of the knee and now has him up in the Desert Valley Fireman's carrying right now. And oh! Just jamming the back of RJ into that top turnbuckle. And now the strength and power on display of that two-handed chokeslam to cover and a hand in the face for RJ and a 2 count already. As power being definitely shown by Tyson on behalf of RJ Smith from the top rope, a leg drop. That is a lot of weight crashing down. If you're RJ right now, strength and power on display for Tyson Sharp with a sit-out powerbomb. Once again into the cover, the hand in the face, shoulders are down by Tyson Sharp, and another kick out for RJ. Weeks and weeks of training. Looking back at tapes, trapped in a cattle mutilation, double arm lock, trying to force RJ to tap out with his face into the mat again. A whole lot of weight on top of RJ, but found an escape from the submission, holding out the strikes. Oh! Able to counter for RJ. Now Gabe's gonna trap him into the snapshot DDT. Quick fashion. Exactly what RJ has to go for here. Acting his own weight class. Ooh. Off the backhand chop once again. Power. Again, just tossing him off that scoop slam. And now praising the Juggalo fam is Tyson Sharp. Going to continue to lock down RJ Smith here. Thinking for a neck lock, and now just going to rat down RJ. All across the ring right now, looking dead in the face of Maxwell White. Just treating RJ like a petulant child right now. Just continuing to throw him around with the leg straight. And for a 5th time now, Tyson Sharp whipping around the head and neck of RJ Smith. And RJ trying to find an escape. Roll to the outside. On the apron now. Tyson Sharp looking him dead in the eye, letting him get back inside the ring. RJ now with some kicks. Now looking to lock him into a flatliner, face first into the mat. And now's the opportunity for RJ Smith to come back here, stepping down on the arm, hand in the face, and a quick kick out for Tyson. Trying to go for a quick victory here. Face lock applied here, trying to go for that single arm face buzzer, got dropped with a lariat. And once again, Tyson Sharp climbing all the way to the top rope. This time, trying to fist in the face. Talk about physical contact for Tyson Sharp. Now gonna go for the choke slam, but RJ able to find a counter, and now going after his left arm. And RJ Smith now with a huge opportunity here. High knee by RJ Smith. Now to the cover. Hooks the leg. Shoulders are down. RJ unable to get the pin. Now I'm taking a look at the top of my screen here. Maxwell being more of a distraction right now and feeding RJ a steel chair that wrapping around the head and neck of Tyson Sharp, and the referee didn't see it at all. And now RJ climbing all the way to the top rope. I thought this was not what you wanted to do. RJ from the top, Meteora falls knees first into the mat. And now it's Tyson all the way from the top. Look out! Incoming! Oh! Bit of misdirection for Tyson Sharp. And now RJ looking to capitalize on a side head kick. RJ Smith kind of breaking the taboo brought to him by Maxwell, but still keeping the advantage in his own way. Now has Tyson Sharp all the way over the top rope. Jumping up with these knees. Ooh, kicking down for the top rope. And now has RJ up on his shoulders here. Torture rack into a, wow! Torture rack slammed by Tyson Sharp into the cover. Shoulders are down, hook to the leg. And barely being able to kick out of that one. And RJ once again, snapshot DDT dropping Tyson. Tyson Sharp going above and beyond, giving RJ Smith and his resurrection the ultimate challenge right now. Consider Tyson Sharp the vanguard that steps between RJ and his path back to the top of the mountain. And RJ Smith not going for a warning shot like he normally would here. This stand goes for the electric chair driver into the cover. Shoulders are down. Tyson able to kick out at 2.5. Abandoning the warning shot. Now hangs himself on the comeback train off the sleep blade. Maxwell has been doing his homework with RJ Smith, and once again, is it going to hit this time? Looking for the Enziguri, no! Once again, that corner Enziguri does not meet home at all for RJ Smith. Tyson Sharp now with a Romero special. Transitioning into a dragon sleeper hold, and this is an awkward position for RJ. So close to the ref, he's grabbing the bottom rope, touching the bottom rope, and RJ needing to find an escape of his own. Now tossing Tyson Sharp face first at that top turnbuckle, and Tyson off the alley-oop powerbomb. All the air shot out of the lungs of RJ Smith. Now to the cover again. Shoulders are down in a kick out. And RJ Smith has just been struggling to keep up with Tyson Sharp in his matchup. And now Tyson is on the comeback train. Face first on that top turnbuckle. Here comes Tyson Sharp off the big boot. And again with a leg drop. RJ Smith, and misses wildly with the big boot. Still got caught in the clutches, and a hammer lock! Lariat by Tyson Sharp. RJ now off the deep arm drag, trying to find some momentum in his wake. And once again, breaking the laws of Maxwell White, take it to the skies here. Is RJ Smith once again looking for that Meteora and fell knees first into the canvas again. Able to find some counting up. Off the knee trembler and a reverse good red suplex. Once again going into the cover. Hand in the face. Shoulders are down and another 2 count for Smith. Making these unnecessary mistakes is not what RJ should be doing. Maxwell teaching him and telling him what exactly he needs to do in his matches here. And now kicking away. Tyson Sharp. Not a lot of confidence being shown right now by Maxwell as RJ now trying to go for another high knee that connects. Smith into the cover again. Shoulders are down and another kick out by Tyson Sharp at 2.5. And the fight and struggle continue on for RJ as he continues to find a way to put down Tyson Sharp. And now Tyson with a big move flies over and out of the ring. RJ Smith on top of his game right now. Now holding the ring down, forcing Tyson to use up more energy to put himself back in the ring. And a kick to the midsection met by RJ Smith, and now using the ropes as leverage and as a weapon here. Heavy right hand by Tyson Sharp, knocking Smith down to the mat. And here comes the palm slam by Tyson with the slightest of ease, and a Frankenstein. RJ once again taken to the corner. Once more looking for this corner into Gori, and this time it connected into the cover. It finally hit, but he can't get the win off of it. RJ now, once again, putting Tyson up on his shoulders, driving him down with the electric chair driver. Cover, shoulders are down. RJ Smith with a big victory.
Here's your winner, RJ Smith.
It may not have been the smoothest way to pick up his win, despite breaking all the rules and taboos that was placed on him by Maxwell White. RJ Smith found ways to break down Tyson Sharp, but Tyson himself made RJ second guess himself, made him think that all the teachings were all done in vain. Both men showed themselves as resilient competitors inside this matchup. Many times RJ would take this guy's breaking the rules of Maxwell, and Tyson Sharp would do nothing but over-exceed his own expectations in this matchup. But finally at the end, after hitting that corner enziguri kick, and a second time in the matchup, the electric chair driver by RJ Smith finally getting in the dub. And that has been RJ's first win in 2022.
is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. And here's your first. From Manchester, England, Ryan Matthews.
Tag team matchup looking to go under down. Ryan Matthews with a big win a couple of weeks ago here in a Warzone. Now going to team up here tonight back in the tag team scene. Ryan Matthews wanted to break free with a tag team division for some individualism, because individual skill can still be played as a factor when you're teaming with someone who isn't your staple tag team partner.
From San Antonio, Texas, Garcia.
Now this is also a man who has made much of a change in his own demeanor since being a part of VRW Warzone. Man used to tend to the roar of the crowd, now has decided to go on this irate, selfish tantrum of self-identity, searching for the true Joe Garcia. A long time ago attacked Jack Nixon, has never frowned upon his own self in the mirror. He is proud of the man that he has become. Two individualists having to team up against two green competitors in the war zone.
And their opponents from Sacramento, California.
Enter the Grizzly Killer, Tony Lee Williams, who debuted during the Roulette Frenzy match at VRW Tenfold. Came so close to getting into the finals of the Roulette Frenzy, but one thing did come good out of that debut. Tony Lee Williams came into VRW, eliminating a former world champion from the Roulette Frenzy match. That merit alone makes Tony Lee Williams a liable threat in VRW. Eli Robledo, the winner of the inaugural Roulette Frenzy match at VRW Tenfold, another who also made his debut that night. Eli Robledo has a one-way ticket to the Ultimate Frenzy match. So long as he still has it, he will challenge Jason Ramirez for the VRW Warzone Championship. Eli Robledo and Tony Lee Williams, complete polar opposites of each other. One is selfish, one tends to the roar of the crowd. You can go ahead and take a pick on who does who, but it's pretty obvious. Four individuals all in one tag team matchup here tonight. Matchup underway. Tony Lee Williams starting things off with Ryan Matthews, the alpha of the war zone. And you got the Grizzly Killer of Tony Lee Williams' man. His size and power is one not to be trifled with, as you can see right there. The man is a Goliath. The man can manipulate your entire body. Bruise it, batter it, toss it, whatever he damn well wants to do. And a leg drop across the head and neck. And Ryan Matthews has to think, has to use his speed to his advantage. Outsmarting Tony Lee Williams is the best thing you could do, because there's absolutely no overpowering him. And look at those shots to the ribs, breaking free of the submission hold kick to the midsection, big knee to the face of Tony Lee Williams here. Ryan Matthews trying to do absolutely whatever it takes to take the big man down off the chin breaker now. Off the, big clothesline now, making a tag to Eli Robledo now. Robledo, who will go to the Ultimate Frenzy, who is booked for the main event. Now going one-on-one in this tag team matchup, if you would. against Ryan Matthews, trying to break free of the grip. Now bringing the elbows into the ribs and chest of Ryan Matthews, clothesline into the corner. Joe Garcia just watching on here. Robledo now off the power bomb. Wasn't a lot of force behind it, but it still did what it needed. Two big boots to the face of Eli Robledo. Ryan Matthews in control. Only momentarily, and a clothesline taken out the outside. And now Robledo climbing all the way to the top rope. High risk. Oh, reward! No reward at all for Robledo crashing to the outside. Matthews now being, big shot by the elbow. And a flatliner dropping Robledo again. Told you it's going to get physical here tonight. Robledo and Matthews just plowing right in front of the VRW Ryans, and a hard landing off of that neck breaker to the outside. Refs counts continue to climb higher and higher. Both Warriors back in the ring, making the tag to Joe Garcia, and here comes the anti-hero of VRW. Dropping Robledo down off that enziguri kick, catching the kick this time, and Robledo off the Dragon Whip, taking down Garcia. Now going to toss around Garcia into the corner, clothesline, misses wildly, however. They send him back into the corner, that clothesline connected, however. And Garcia now going to turn him over into the cover. Hook to the leg and a quick kick out by Robledo. Evil that is within, that is in the heart of Joe Garcia, seeping and pouring out as we speak. And Garcia now suplex. I thought we were seeing a suplex. It's a neck breaker transition. A lot of these Warriors have a whole lot of time to work their craft, and Garcia trying to make all of his well-known knowledge and the actions here in the ring. Toss back into the corner once again. Back turn to him. Garcia wants to be face to face, and Tony Lee Williams mouthing off at the referee, trying to make an opening distraction for Robledo, but it is just happening. That's not exactly the style of Eli Robledo. Complete clashing of morals between Robledo and Tony Lee Williams. And Garcia just tying Robledo up into the tree of woe here. Not a care in the world in the corner of Eli and Williams here. Joe Garcia looking to go coast to coast drop kick. A lot of distance, a lot of feet in between those two. Now into the cover, hooks the leg, shoulders are down. Garcia can't get the victory over Robledo. Can you imagine the victory party it would be for either Garcia or Matthews if they were to pin Eli Robledo, the man who was going to be in the main event of the Ultimate Frenzy? What that would do for their career. Robledo now in a dangerous predicament here, being the brunt of the assault here, making a tag. Here comes the Grizzly Killer. Why is it on now? On the comeback train. Ducking the closeout. Ryan Matthews completely cutting off the momentum of Tony Williams. It is a belly to belly that time. And now Williams getting tossed into the corner of Garcia and Matthews here. Fight for control right now. Gonna go some bit of a corner-to-corner situation here. Robledo has been taken out of the equation. Matthews able to lift him off of that hip toss. And now Williams, catching Matthews with the European uppercut, a suplex by grabbing him by the throat. And now going for that sit-out spine buster and completely countered into a DDT. Ryan Matthews now with an opening to turn this matchup around for Garcia himself, now making the tag. And now Garcia gonna stomp away, perhaps, no. The Grizzly Killer goes in and in between, drops him with a gut buster. Taking a bit too much time to glue here, the drop kick to the knee. Almost made the tag. Robledo, a kick bringing him down, the Grizzly Killer. And now with a figure four neck lock, again and driving the elbow on the top of the dome. Tried to go for the fairy tale right there, but Williams able to counter and got dropped with a clothesline. Garcia on the hunt for a victory here tonight against the newbies of VRW. Now wanting to make the tag to Eli Robledo. And here comes Robledo again. Flying in with kick after kick. Keeping Joe Garcia off of his feet. And now Robledo climbing all the way to the top rope now. Off the frog splash. Eli Robledo, high risk, high reward there, but Garcia now hits him with the fairy tale. Now into the cover. What a big win this will be for Garcia's career. No! Joe Garcia is going to have to try harder if he wants to get through this matchup here. Now dropping down with a leg drop, Eli Robledo. Coming full circle. No Tony Lee Williams to back him up for now. He's got to be a one-man army in this situation. Driving the elbows. There you see Williams finally making it back to his feet. Robledo trying to put it into this matchup without Tony Lee Williams, making Garcia eat defeat. Now into the cover. Hooks the leg. Shoulders arm down. Robledo can't get the win. And Williams is calling for the tag here, but Robledo taking its time to do so. Now finally does so. Williams now the legal man in this matchup here. Just staring down Joe Garcia. Man is hungry for his meal right now. Tony Lee Williams took his time. He was patient, and now it's gonna drop Garcia down. An extreme backbreaker by the Grizzly Killer, and granting him the victory for his team.
Here are your winners, Eli Robledo and Tony Lee Williams.
Like the prayer he is, Tony Lee Williams lied in wait for his victim to get back to his feet, putting the matchup to rest for both he and Eli Robledo. Taking a look back at some of the action that took place throughout this matchup, Garcia and Matthews tried to win this match off at the expense of Eli Robledo. Things did not work out too well when the Grizzly Killer was in their way. Many moments Garcia was leveled by the skill and prowess of Eli Robledo, but the man who got the victory ended up being the Grizzly Killer. Nothing but sheer force that came out of that situation for... Oh no! Tony Lee Williams, despite not being the winner of the Roulette Frenzy match, wanted to make sure that Robledo knew that he was still here. He is still a sickening threat that he needs to look out for. Victory for both Robledo and Williams. But the Grizzly Killer is the one to stand tall. But the question is, who's going to stand tall in our next couple of matches here in the Warzone? Dalton Thunder disrespecting the former world champion Melvin MacDonald, the War Chief. Now it is a battle of attrition Dalton Thunder, Melvin MacDonald. First time ever matchup soon to come here in the Warzone. And another big time main event matchup. A champion versus a queen, Sammy Stone. For the first time in a while, finally gonna be inside the ring in the main event against the VRW Women's Get the Belt champion Trish Riley. Yet another first time ever confrontation, and this match is now official. A Spirit got in the face of Brandon Ace. This match is going to be one-on-one. Whether or not the title is on the line is anyone's guess. A Spirit of the Broken Kingdom versus Brandon Ace of the Charles City Kings coming up next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first,
Representing the Charles City Kings, he was one half of the VRW Warzone Tag Team Champions and the VRW Soul Survivor Champion, Brandon Ace.
That is quite the mouthful for the announcer, but make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, those are the true accolades of this man, Brandon Ace, the third ever VRW Soul Survivor champion in VRW's history. The second dual champion as well, the man who holds one half of the Warzone Tag Team Championships and that Soul Survivor title. A man that says that both he and Michael want to make up for the past 2 months that we were away on hiatus. They want to prove that they too can be fighting champions, much like Amber Young, who is willing to bring out the true potential of the Women's division. These two want the true prowess of the Warzone Tag Team division to step up and try to take their tag team championships. But is this going to be for the VRW Soul Survivor Championship? We are about to find out in just a few moments here against, what the hell? Michael Carter. This is our backstage area here. Michael Carter writhing in pain right now. Whoa, 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 Ace Barrett! Ace Barrett from out of nowhere with a trump card! And now just attacking and assaulting Brandon Ace. This was never a better one-on-one matchup! Austin Storm got underneath of the skin of Ace Barrett both last week and tonight, saying that he is not worth the time he is putting into the Broken Kingdom. Ace Barrett is doing this just to prove himself to the cause of the king. Blasting Brandon Ace with the steel steps and then dropping in with the Ace of Spades. A-Spirit making a statement that he is worth the time, that he is worth the effort. The only question is, was the King of Warzone impressed at all?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Kentucky, Dalton.
Now, Dalton Thunder has never been in the championship situations that Melvin MacDonald, the War Chief, has been a part of over the course of a year in VRW. Dalton Thunder is still relatively fresh to being inside that VRW ring, now picking a fight, disrespecting the legacy that Melvin MacDonald has built for himself since becoming champion, since becoming the War Chief of VRW. Now he has to deal with his consequences.
And his opponent, from Toronto, Ontario, Melvin MacDonald.
He is the War Chief of VRW, Melvin MacDonald, the former VRW Warzone champion, looking to beat some respect into the skull of Dalton Thunder. Dalton believes that Melvin MacDonald is all washed up and used up, that he's got nothing left in him to provide VRW now that he's no longer the champion that he used to be. That is the motivation that Melvin is going with right now, shutting down and shutting up the mouth of this fresh talent, that being Dalton Thunder. Dalton trying to take out the legs underneath of Melvin MacDonald. Oh! Quick monkey flip to start things off in the matchup here. Melvin MacDonald, a former world champion, former winner of the Player for Gold ladder match, the dark horse of VRW. Melvin MacDonald has main evented the Ultimate Frenzy, unlike Dalton Thunder, who's changed Melvin MacDonald for no longer being in that spotlight that he used to be in. But Dalton Thunder, an aspiring VRW star in the making, now with an opportunity to defeat the former world champion. And now stomping down ahead, now just going after a couple of limbs here. Melvin MacDonald going for the quick cover now to take out Melvin MacDonald, a no count. And oh, a stiff kick by Dalton Thunder to the back of Melvin MacDonald here. Drop down to the fireman's carry takedown. Going after the legs again, this time by Melvin MacDonald. Misses wildly with the knee, misses with the top lock. Now Dalton gonna make use of the misstep of Melvin MacDonald, taking him down. Now quickly, already all the way on the top rope. That is a lot of distance here. Getting caught in anywhere with the elbow. Dalton Thunder meeting the distance here, and a cover already, and a kick out of 2. A lot of distance covered by Dalton Thunder with that high elbow. Now Melvin able to drop him down, transition into a submission. Triangle armbar is applied, trying to force Dalton to tap out. And Dalton with these heavy shots in the face, forcing Melvin to break up the submission, now being whipped into the turnbuckle. Kick to the midsection here by Dalton Thunder. Oshi Karoshi. This time is Dalton locking his submission. This time Dragon Sleeper hold is applied here. Melvin MacDonald driving the knees into the face of Dalton Thunder, able to counter here into a Dragon Suplex. We are mere moments away from our main event matchup here tonight, that being Trish Riley going one-on-one against the Queen of the Warzone, Sammy Stone, and his Queen versus Champion Royalty versus the standing of the people. The huge roundhouse kick by Dalton Thunder, now going back after the arms of Melvin MacDonald. And Dalton Thunder once again a little bit winded this time, however, taking a bit too much time, climbing all the way to the top rope. Melvin MacDonald once again in the splash zone, and the knees came up off of that moonsault. A winded Dalton Thunder now gonna pay for it now off the hip toss. Melvin MacDonald is all fired up now with that shot of adrenaline coursing through him, trying to lock himself up on the comeback train, but Dalton Thunder not going to allow it to happen with a drop kick. Knocking some of the air out of the lungs of Melvin MacDonald now. Targeting the left leg this time here. And the train has been derailed, leaving MacDonald at the station. Dalton Thunder for the 3rd time in his matchup now. From the top rope, misses wildly with the drop kick. Melvin MacDonald now bashing his face into that top turnbuckle over and over and over and over and over again. Like I said, trying to beat the respect into the skull of Dalton Thunder now with the Meteora. Dalton is rocked, now into the cover, and a quick kick out by Thunder. Thunder now scrambling for an opportunity here, whipping again at the left leg of Melvin MacDonald. Trying to get the biggest win off of his career here. They're going to lock in, Dragon Sleeper hold applied. A signature submission of Dalton Thunder trying to force Melvin MacDonald to tap out. Melvin failing. Not close enough to the ropes, but Dalton ending up letting go of that submission hold. But MacDonald might be out. The cover, shoulder track down, kick out by a War Chief. Melvin MacDonald is on Dream Street right now. Dalton Thunder comes in with the Boston Knee Party. Cover again to put away Melvin MacDonald, and the shoulder came up again at 2. This is a former world champion that we are dealing with right now, and the shoulder tackle once again. MacDonald giving Dalton Thunder the fight of his life, truly giving him a lesson of respect. Man is struggling to get back to his feet, might be regretting disrespecting the name of Melvin MacDonald as a former world champion. Even if he's not a world champion, this man has taken toe-to-toe with many of our great competitors here. Karan Cook, Ryan Riley, Jason Ramirez. Dalton Thunder has yet to be in these high marquee matchups against the names that were spoken. Melvin MacDonald, however, on a whole different level than Dalton Thunder. And that gap is slowly starting to come full circle and well within sight of Dalton when it comes to dealing with Melvin MacDonald. The War Chief is keeping Dalton down, keeping the air minimal in his lungs. Melvin now. This is classic War Chief maneuvering right here off the leg drop. War Chief being a bit of a showman here tonight, now being kicked away by Dalton Thunder. Dalton possibly hyping himself up to something big here. Stepping off in the face. MacDonald again going after the right arm. Gets both men back to their vertical base here, and now it's Dalton Thunder locking himself in on a comeback trade. Dustin in the clothesline, catching up with a super kick. And now Dalton Thunder once again trying to go for that Dragon Sleeper hold for the second time. Didn't work out too well. And a reverse elbow by the War Chief. And now signature submission. Camel clutch applied. Trying to force Dalton to tap out, but Dalton with the escape. Dalton Thunder now in a bigger fight field. Off the double knees counter, however, up on the shoulders of Dalton Thunder here. Dalton now transitions into a pop-up position. He power-bombing Melvin MacDonald outside of the ring. Not a slightest care in the world for the safety and well-being. Moved out of the way, however. Melvin was able to dodge a drop kick for the top rope. Now fighting through the VRW Riots. Both men battling for some control here. Now battling. The Seagulls standing in the ring. Toss into the corner now. Dalton Thunder, you can see the wear and tear visibly now. Now with the assault in the corner here of Dalton Thunder, forcing the former champion down. But you can see the fatigue starting to build up on Dalton Thunder's body. Now trying to go a bit closer to the ropes here. Dalton Thunder now using the middle ropes here. Using the middle ropes, come on! The kick out by Melvin MacDonald now tossing Dalton into the corner once again. Taking his turn. Oh! Face first in that turnbuckle and now blasting with a clothesline. Melvin MacDonald, oh! Step to the back of the head and neck of Dalton Thunder here. Into a reverse DDT. Wear and tear being shown on Melvin MacDonald too right now here. European uppercut by Dalton Thunder. And now Dalton once again locking it in. Dragon Sleeper. Dragon Sleeper locked in on Melvin MacDonald. So close to the Melvin tapped out. Melvin tapped out. Sleeper.
Here's your winner, Dalton Thunder.
That has got to be the biggest win of the night for Dalton Thunder, forcing Melvin MacDonald, the War Chief, to tap out to the Dragon Sleeper hold. A big match, main event worthy victory for the likes of Dalton Thunder. Despite his disrespect, despite his disrespectful disposition towards Melvin MacDonald, the War Chief, the former world champion, Dalton Thunder shunned out the ruling. The man did not lay down for the respectful former champion. Instead, he took the fight to the War Chief, forcing the man to tap out. That is a big win for Dalton Thunder. Now asking for a little bit of respect back from Melvin, and then of course he's not gonna get it. Disrespect followed up by more disrespect, or paradox if you would. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are gearing up now for our main event matchup. It is champion versus royalty. The Gift of Valor champion, Trish Riley, looking to go one-on-one with the Queen of the Warzone, Sammy Stone, with the Warzone champion, only there to look good. That match is next.
This is the main event of the evening. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by the VRW Warzone champion Jason Ramirez from Huntington Beach, California. She is the queen of the Warzone, Sammy Stone.
It has been 9 months since Sammy Stone has been a part of VRW Warzone, debuting 9 months ago at the All-War Men's pay-per-view known as Queendom. Despite not overcoming the challenges, despite not being the first ever Women's Gift of Valor champion, Sammy Stone acquired something possibly even greater, becoming the queen of the Warzone. Fast forward a bit more to the future. A proposition, if you would, by Jason Ramirez asking for her hand in marriage, and for a while that left Sammy Stone completely flustered. And now at the last week, Sammy Stone has refocused herself, redesigned, and now sees the bigger picture at hand. She is not the pushover that used to be that Sammy Stone that we all saw when she came into VRW. This is a new Sammy Stone, and she means business, especially now that she is in the main event once again at the Warzone.
And her opponent, from Dublin City, Ireland, she is the VRW Women's Gift of Valor champion, Trish Riley.
Someone else who made their Warzone debut 9 months ago, rather should say VRW debut, that being this woman, Trish Riley, who also could have been the first ever Women's Gift of Valor champion, but no, that was not the stake in mind. Trish Riley would have to go deep into her arsenal and later on down the line obtain the Gift of Valor championship with her own power. Despite being told that her win was a controversial victory, Trish Riley is proud to stand before us all as the VRW Women's Gift of Valor champion. Now she stands across the ring from the queen of the Warzone, Sammy Stone. And Sammy already with a German suplex. Sammy Stone most likely is more fast, more technical, and more determined than Trish Riley. Hasn't earned herself a victory since the start of 2022, unlike Trish Riley. Sammy herself has been on this downward spiral, completely flustered by the thought of marriage, and now has refocused, is ready to get that first win of 2022 underneath of her belt. Jason Ramirez, only here to do two things: stand there and look good with his VRW Warzone championship and keep Jada Storm at bay. Jada Storm, who is very bitter towards both Trish Riley and Sammy Stone for two separate reasons. For Sammy, it is because Jada was close, so close to becoming the first ever queen of the Warzone, that instead being Sammy Stone, our queen currently. And for Trish Riley, the bitterness comes from having her take away the VRW Women's Gift of Valor Championship. Jada Storm has every reason to want to interfere in this matchup. Earlier in the night, we saw the thoughts of Jada Storm on display, wants no kind of help taking back the Gift of Valor Championship from Trish Riley. She doesn't need a handicap. She wants to earn her opportunities for the entirety of Insurgency when it comes to championship gold. Jada Storm will attempt to take back her championship at the Clash of Madness pay-per-view in a Survivor match against Trish Riley. Trish Riley now in this matchup with the Queen of the Warzone, trying to mentally prepare herself to be in a match for an entire half hour. And Sammy Stone proven to be quite the formidable foe right now for Trish Riley. And Trish already trying to hype herself up here. And Trish already is on the comeback train. This back and forth has been going on not that long already, and Trish Riley trying to take Sammy Stone to her limits. Now back inside the ring, blocking a face slap. Here comes some punches between Sammy Stone and Trish Riley. These punches, kicks, elbows, and knees sure to come, I'm sure. And the powerbomb. Sammy Stone now into the cover. Hook to the leg, shoulders are down, and a kick out from the Get the Valor champion. Now Sammy Stone going to drive some of these elbows into the chest. Oof! Chest and shoulder plexus of Trish Riley. Queen of the Warzone is at work right now, not thinking about the marriage proposal of Jason Ramirez. Instead, is focused on getting back to business, getting back to her winning ways in the Warzone, driving a knee into the midsection of Trish Riley. But Trish, however, not going to take the pin off the deep arm drag now. Back to a vertical base, trying to go for that furious right hand, but Sammy Stone wrestling for control right now, slapping away the punch. Sammy Stone kicks to the midsection down, flies in with a rocket kick. Sammy Stone now into the cover, hooks the leg, shoulders are down, and the shoulder came up at 2.5. Both of these War Maidens acknowledging their own strengths against one another. And stiff boot to the face of Sammy Stone here. Trish Riley looking to put this matchup away, trying to go for the Riley bomb here. Fully connecting with the bridge cover to pin the Queen, and a quick kick out of 2. But Trish Riley keeping the affront, keeping the assault going against Sammy Stone. Stealing some power now. And look at the power of Sammy off the spine buster now. Into the cover. Hooks the leg. Shoulders are down. Kick out by Trish. Both of these War Maidens, very gutsy, very hard-working performers. I'm shutting down, being tossed over the top, crashing down hard on that apron. And now Sammy Stone gonna take the piss, holding the ring down for herself. Trish Riley off of that nasty landing on the apron. And Sammy instead not gonna go for the count out victory, wants to defeat Trish Riley by her own hands. No interferences whatsoever. She wants to win this matchup purely and solely, and a nip up by Trish. Now coming back at the punches. Trading blow for blow, going back inside the ring. However, Trish Riley now gonna whip the Queen into the corner, right in front of her beloved here. Gonna wrench away at the left arm of the Queen, and now taking her out. Jason Ramirez wants to do nothing but look on and stay tough, look strong, and will his beloved end of this matchup here as he's caught in a lawn chair submission, but Sammy Stone kicking away out of the submission hold now. Sammy going in, kick to the midsection. Now gonna target Trish's left arm this time. And now locking in an armbar. Fujiwara armbar, bending back the arm out of its socket. High-class caliber War Maidens at work right now. Tossed into the corner once again by the Queen. Sammy trying to prop her up on that top rope. Trying to drive the knee into the midsection. That Trish Riley not going to let it happen. Again targeting the left arm of Sammy Stone. Kick to the back of the leg of Trish. Counter for counter. Back and forth like a pendulum swing. And Trish able to get Sammy to release the grip of her left arm here. But there's the furious right hand of Trish Riley. And Jason Ramirez just mouthing off to the referee right now. Trish Riley bending back the arms, trying to hyper-extend the arms of the Queen of the Warzone, making her scream, making her gasp for air. And Trish Riley again, keeping the brunt of the assault going towards the Queen of the Warzone. Tossed off of the ropes now, and flies in with an elbow, but no, it was home. Trish Riley now struggling to get back to her vertical base here, now being slammed back down to the mat by the Queen of the Warzone, Sammy Stone now. Looking for a spine buster, no, great counter. by Trish Riley into an ace crusher! Ace crusher by Trish Riley, now the cover! Shoulders are down and the cut, Jason Ramirez! Ramirez pulling the referee out of the ring, keeping Trish from getting the victory! That could have been a victory for Trish Riley, but Jason Ramirez getting himself involved and now locking in a lawn chair submission once again on Sammy Stone. Trish Riley not being able to get the queen to tap out. Back to vertical base here, Sammy Stone now with a Samoan drop. A freaking handicap going, and whoa! From out of nowhere! Ryan Riley now going after the Warzone champion! Making Ramirez pay for interfering with his woman! Coming at the aid of Trish Riley! And now these two are fighting amongst the VRW Alliance! Meanwhile, we still have a matchup going on right now in the ring! Ryan Riley is ensuring that Ryan Riley stays away! Ryan is trying to keep Ramirez away from the ring himself! Take a look back on what's going on inside the ring. Sammy Stone back on the advantage. And now going after the arm. Just going after the arm. Complete anarchy going on right now, but the protection of Sammy Stone no longer visible, no longer is here. Sammy Stone has to deal with the Get the Valor champion. Oh, Mrs. Wiley with the kick, and there's a kick from Sammy instead. Sammy Stone needed Jason here to keep Jada Storm at bay should she ever feel the need to come out here and interfere in the matchup. Sammy Stone now transitions with a bridging figure 4-leg lock. But Trish refusing to tap out. Look at this guy. Oh! Stiff punch to the face of Sammy Stone. And now fighting for control once again. Lifted to the ropes here. Sammy Stone. Look out. Deep arm drag by the champion. Kick to the midsection, blocking counter, and picking a leg from underneath. And from what I'm being told right now that the brawl has continued to the parking lot backstage. And with Ryan Riley and Jason Ramirez. Not sure Jason will be able to get back to the side of the queen anytime soon. Having to deal with the former world champion Ryan Riley. Sammy Stone, however, looks like she's doing just fine on her own here, driving a knee into the midsection of Trish Riley. Now into the cover to pull away the Gift of Valor champion, and only a 2 count. Nothing but near falls to the finish. Sammy Stone now looking to put away Trish Riley with another rocket kick. Sammy Stone now goes into the cover to put away the Gift of Valor champion, and only a 2 count again. Trish able to get the shoulder up in time. Sammy Stone looking to the people of the Warzone, the VRW Riots, standing proudly as a queen, now locking in a bow and arrow submission. Trying to force Trish Riley to tap out, but Trish and the counter trying to go for a cover there. And Sammy is able to whip her off into another spine buster. And now Sammy Stone going at the legs here, but Trish was able to counter. And once again, Trish Riley trying to punch her ticket. Oh no! Got caught with a German suplex with a cover and a bridge. Shoulders are down and a nip up. Trish Riley back to the vertical base, now being tossed once again into the corner. Flies that way, European uppercut. Quite the sequence there just a moment ago. And now Sammy Stone once again driving these knees to the side of the head of Trish Riley, and again going after more joints. is Sammy Stone. Dragging her away from the ropes, going into the cover once again. Hook to the leg. The shoulders are down for Trish Riley, and only a near fall again at 2.5. Sammy Stone wants to put Riley to bed here. Wants this match to be over and done with, but Riley able to counter, picking the leg from underneath, looking for a single leg crab once again. Submission applied, trying to force the Queen to tap, but Sammy able to find the escape and a kick down to the chest. Now Sammy and Trish both fighting for control here, going counter for counter once again. Sammy still off the strikes, once again tossing Trish Riley into the corner. This is not where Riley wants to be right now. Propped up on the top rope once again. Incoming knee to the midsection again by Sammy Stone. Dragged away from the ropes once again into the cover. Hooks the leg. Shoulders are down, and another kick out of 2.5 for the Queen. Queen Sammy wants to kick the head off of Trish Riley again. Not gonna happen. Trish, however, with a counter and driving the ribs into her knee. Riley now climbing all the way to the top rope, misses wildly with the elbow. This has been a very physical confrontation between Sammy Stone and Trish Riley. Trish, however, refusing to be manipulated by the Queen. Big fight field here, and a high knee by Trish Riley. The Queen is down! The Queen is down! Riley looking to humble Sammy Stone, but no! Finally escape, tossed back into the corner. This is not where Riley wants to find herself. Once again, up on that top rope. And the Queen's judgment driven in by a knee to the ribs of Trish Riley. And now Sammy Stone once again trapping up the arms of Trish Riley. And more we see this ferocity. Kick to the midsection. Once again, trip into legs underneath. And Sammy Stone getting herself a little bit of a breather on the outside. Trish Riley! Trish Riley! Are you kidding me? We got some fight forever chants going on here throughout the war zone. These people are loving everything that's happening. Both Warman is back inside the ring now. Trish Riley off the straight right hand, tossing the Queen off of the ropes, and this time the reverse elbow connects. Trish Riley now has a lock ahead, but the Fury is right. Dropping the Queen. Cover! Cover! Sammy Stone still kicks out at 2.5. Trish Riley not letting up the assault. Sammy Stone in deep water. Trish looking for the Riley bomb. Cover with the bridge. Shoulders are down. 2.99. Goes back in. Trish Riley assaulting the left arm again of the Queen. At this point, doing absolutely anything she can to keep her down. Both of these Warriors refuse to give up. And catching Riley off of that reverse elbow again. Again, the left arm of Sammy Stone being the target. Now just dropping the point of the elbow into the arm. Looking for a belly-to-belly suplex, perhaps no. Sammy Stone able to counter, tossing Riley back into the corner. And Riley, once again, propped up in that corner here, driving the knee into the midsection. All those ribs must be screaming at Riley right now. Back into the cover. Hooks the leg. Shoulders are down. Sammy Stone can't put her down. 2.99 again. And this time for sure, Sammy Stone looking to kick the head off of Trish Riley. Under rocket kick. Into the cover again. Hooks the leg. Shoulders are down. Trish Riley refuses to give up. Hey, hold on a minute. Jada Storm is here. Just like Sammy Stone predicted she would be. Screaming at each other. But Sammy not paying attention. Not paying attention. Not paying attention to right ahead from behind. Whoa! Launching Sammy Stone into Jada Storm. Wait! Look out! Trish Riley being dropped with a CKV. Candy finger from out of nowhere. And now driving it down again with another. We had ourselves an incredible Melvin matchup. Here comes the ball down one. And Bad Amy is now here. Bad Amy assaulting Candy Finger on the guillotine. And now there's Jada. This main event matchup completely thrown out of the box. And now look inside the ring. Eva Sinai trying to choke out Candy Finger. The claw is in the mouth, down the throat, and killing up Candy. Looking for the CKV and nearly escapes. And Candy Vega completely avoiding disaster and the chaos. An incredible main event. Thrown out to all the chaos, all the madness that is swelling up in the women's division. There is no control, and there's no sign that any of this madness is coming down. Such is the will of pandemonium.